Hello, our dear Jumia customers. Welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to look into how to return order on Jumia. And you have to note that all our tutorials that will be necessary to help you access Jumia website, and in case you have any problem that will help you to easily solve them on your own, can always be available for you at www.jumianigeria247.blogspot.com. You can see it clearly on the screen, so let's go ahead. Truly, some customers see Jumia Online Store as scam, especially when they have any issue with the products delivered to them. Yep, it is actually a devastating situation. Their confusion usually lie on how to return the item back to Jumia and how to get their money back. However, I must tell you that Jumia is not a scam in any way. Jumia has made necessary provisions to tackle these issues raised above. It is on this note that I present to you this important tutorial on how to apply for return on Jumia and get a quick response. Before then, let us look into some reasons why people apply for return on Jumia. There are actually some reasons why some people apply for return of one item or the other on Jumia. Such reasons include when a wrong item has been delivered. If you request for an item and what is delivered to you is not exactly what you requested or what you ordered, then you have no option than to apply for a return. Secondly, when a non-functional, spoiled or broken item has been delivered. When you get something that is bad, not working very well, then you have no option than to apply for a return. When oversized or undersized item has been delivered, maybe you bought a shoe, you ordered a shoe or anything or a wear, and it is not your size, then you have no option than to return it to Jumia. You return your order. Again, when inferior item has been delivered, there are some products you see on Jumia website, so interesting, so nice, but sometimes when it is delivered to you and you see it as if it is inferior, or you can't use it, or it's of lower quality for you, then you have no option than also to return it to Jumia. Yep, all these are some of the reasons why some persons may like to return their order. Then there are some things we do have to look at. That is still, before we proceed, these few things we need to know before we apply for return on Jumia. They include, though very important they are, that applying for return works only on items that has been delivered. You can't apply for return on item that is still shipped or item that is waiting to be shipped. Rather, you apply it only for items that have been delivered. Again, it works for items that has not stayed longer than 7 days from the date of delivery. Then items that have not stayed longer than 7 days from the date of delivery, then you reserve the right to apply for return. But if it has exceeded, then you know that it has gone against Jumia's policy privacy and terms of service. Again, the package that has not been roughly used. This implies that the way the item was packaged and brought to you, if it's not working or if you don't like it, you repackage it back and keep. Not maybe a clothes after wearing it for 3 days, 4 days, going for normal activities, then you come back the 4th day to discover that you don't like it. Then that means you have used the item and you have to have it. You need to have it. So, but if you just discover that item is not good for you and you repackage it and keep it in a proper way, then you can also apply for return and it works. When the above requirements are met and you really want to apply for return of an item on Jumia, then the following steps I'm going to mention now are the steps you follow to apply for a return. Now, these steps and this tutorial in itself is going to come in two basic ways. I'm going to tell you how to do it using your Jumia mobile application, and I'm going to tell you how to do it using mobile internet browser. First of all, let's go to Jumia application. Now, I open my Jumia app. Now I've opened my Jumia app. The next thing I will do is to click on account, and I click on account. Now, when I click on account, I have many options here, but the option here that is necessary that will help me to locate the item I want to return is clicking on orders, which is a place I will locate all the orders I've placed on Jumia. Now, as I've gotten to this stage now, then the next thing I needed to do is to locate the item by its order number, the item I want to order the return. Then I go ahead and click on it, and the item I want to apply for return now, as regards this tutorial, is the item number 2. That is item sold for 7,350 naira. Then I click on the item. Now, this item is portable home electric mini sewing machine. It has been delivered, but I want to ask for return. So I want to send it back. Maybe it has fault or it's not working well, something like that. Then I want to send it. Now, as I've gone to this point now, what I have to do is I will click on. There are two buttons here. We have ask for return and we have reorder. But what I want to do now, as regards to this tutorial, is to ask for return. Then I click on ask for return. As I have done that now, what appears now is a form. Then in this form now, there are 3 basic sections: the quantity, the select a reason, and lastly, more information. Then coming to quantity is just static because it will tell you the number of items that are in that within that order number, or the number of the sewing machine that you got at a time. So it is just specific now, and that's why you are seeing 1. Then coming to please select a reason. This is where you choose a reason, the reason why you want to return the item. Now, if you click here now, you have many options. One is that I have changed my mind. If you bought an item and you really don't want it again, maybe you have changed your mind and you prefer using a different thing altogether, then what you do is you choose I have changed my mind, because you made a decision before, but you have now reverted your decision at this point in time, and you have now changed your mind. The second option then is item stopped working after use. Maybe you tested the item, it's an electronic item, you tested it, and immediately after testing it, it stopped working, didn't work again. Then you can apply for a return to return your order. The next one is item received broken or defective. Take for instance, if you bought a television and on getting the television, the screen has shattered. Or if you bought a phone, on receiving the phone, the screen has shattered. Or some fragile item of such nature and it has broken. Then what you have to do is you just choose item broken or defective. Or maybe also the next one is packaging was damaged. Now, for instance, if you bought a phone that it was sealed, and on getting the phone, the seal has been removed, and the package is no longer there, maybe a single phone was brought to you, told you, and you were told this is the, then you know that you can't even do that. And some persons may not even receive it. But even if you receive, then you apply for something for return of the order. Then this is the option you take. The next one is item received with missing parts. For instance, if you order for a complete set of decoder, um, DSTV dish, and the cable, and what was delivered to you was only the DSTV dish and the decoder. Even if the cable came and the nuts are not there, when the nuts are included, then this is, and you willingly want to return it because of the nuts, then that is where you come and choose item received with missing parts or accessories. And some persons may even say that they received their phone without charger, or they received their phone without earpiece. So some persons return the item just because of all these. The next option is item received used or expired. Yeah, you may get a phone and an item, you can see that there are some stains on it. That means it has been used. Then the option you have is you can return it, and the next thing that is expired. Now you can get something like drug, maybe paracetamol if you can find it in Jumia store. Then you get something like Indomie, a carton of Indomie, and you come and take around the carton and see that this Indomie pack has expired. Then you see that you have the right to return it because it's an expired product, and someone may not like to consume it. Now, the next option now is items. Item seems to be fake, unauthentic. Now, sometimes you see some items on Jumia website and you think they have, yeah, you get them, you order them, and now when you get them, you see, if you begin to feel that it seems the item is fake. Now, if you feel that way, then that means you may likely apply for return, to return the order, because you may not like to use something you think is fake. So the next option is size is correct but doesn't fit as expected. Maybe you ordered for shoe and you gauge your size to be 37, and we ordered 37 actually, and 37 was brought. And when it was brought, then next thing happens is that it is smaller than your foot. Then what you do is you apply for a return, or maybe you apply for 37 and 37 is even oversized. Then you can comfortably apply for a return. Then that is for this correct. And anyway, it's correct because you ordered for the size and the size was brought to you, but it doesn't fit as expected. So the next one is wrong item, color, size, or model. If you get the wrong item, or you got an item that is correct but in a different color, which is not the color you ordered, or then the size, then something, maybe get something smaller than what you ordered, or the modeling, maybe even the company. You may even order for LG product, and at the end you are given maybe Hisense. Then you may have the right to return the order. Then next one is maybe invoice, your text invoice. Maybe a product is brought to you and there is no invoice in it. It is a fault, and you may likely wish to send it back. Now, for instance, now what I will take now as my own preferred option here is item received broken or defective. So let me choose it now. Now, when I choose it now, the next thing there is more information. In this more information now, this is where you give more detail of why you want to return the item. Your exact reason for returning the item may not be in the select a reason section, which is the form section, the form field we just finished discussing now. Then this place is the best opportunity now for you to add the reason why you want to return the order. Then, for instance, now myself, I may say the reason why I want to return the order is because I hate it now. Yes, actually, the I hate it now is not part of the select a reason there. So this is where you put it, and some other you can even give a deeper explanation of why you want to return the order. Then finally, when you fill this form, then the last thing you do is to click on request return button, the red request return button down here. And when you do that, you receive a success message telling you that your message has been sent to Jumia. And the thing there, lastly, when you have completed this form and you click on request return button, then it is expected that within 12 hours you receive a mail concerning the return you applied for. And for this reason, you have to check your mailbox and follow instructions given to you there properly. Definitely, one of the basic instructions you get there is they will send you the phone number of the person who will come and pick the item. Then, and they will still send you other necessary things about it. And they will still also, when the person might have come to take it, they will still send you message that they have gotten the item that the person came to pick. So that is why you need to frequent your mailbox to know the place, the level you are. Then, if all these things are done properly, then that means you have applied for return. You are now in the process of returning your order. Then, but this process may not exactly be the same when you use Jumia app as we have done now, and when you use web browser. So for this reason, I will still show you how to do it with a web browser. Let's get to our web browser now. Almost the same process, but just a little difference. Now we come to a web browser. Myself, I'm using Google Chrome. Now I come here, I enter Jumia website. Now when you get to Jumia website like this, what you do is you log into Jumia website. Now, but for me now, I'm automatically logged in already. So what I do is when I enter like this, I'm already logged in. So I just continue with any process I want to. Now I click on the user icon here. And when I click on user icon, everything also come up this way, the way it appeared in my Jumia app. Now what I go to now is also orders. Now, but you can see now that you can now see the difference is clear. Here now you can see the product, the name, and some other details about it at the page like this. But the other side, you can even see the order number and things like that. And that is why the process is not exactly as I said before, the same thing. So now what you do is now you click on portable home electric mini sewing machine. Now when you open it, you are shown the order number, the total price of the whole thing, and some things like that. Then at the end of the whole thing, but now as we said before, this thing must be on a delivered product. Now you can see it is already delivered. Now the next thing we need to do is to proceed to request for return, which is this request a return, orange color request for return under this item itself. And now when you click request a return, remember you're doing this because it has been delivered, then you click on it. Just like I told you, just a little difference. Now you have the same form as Jumia app. Now if you click on quantity, it will still show you quantity quantity 1. Now if you go to select a reason, all those reasons as I mentioned before, all of them are here, none of them is missing. Now you just make your choice, read all of them line by line and see the one that corresponds to your reason for returning the order. And then myself, I choose again as I usually do, item received broken or defective as I did previously. Now here is more information again. Then you come here, the reason why I want to return my order is because I hate it. Now, I hate it is not there, as I said before. So you have it now as a reason. And when all these things are, when you have completed filling this form, you are the next thing you do is to click on request return button here. And when you do that, you still receive the same success message which you receive in Jumia app. Just that according to the process we went through now, you see just a slight difference between using a web browser and a mobile app. Yes, I must tell you that there is every tendency that the Jumia agent that may be sent to come and pick your item may be choked up, maybe by time or any other thing. Maybe his motorcycle may not be working well, or any of the challenges he may be into. Then, and for this reason, I may advise you to often call the Jumia agent yourself. When the number is sent to you, you call him first. But then you may remember it is his own responsibility to call you. So it is an assignment given him, but for you, you can also call him. It's not bad. And if this thing happens, maybe sometimes if he can't even come to pick it, if something of this nature happens, send a direct message to Jumia on their Facebook page. Go there, use the message button and send them message directly, and they will give you a first-hand assistance immediately. Yeah, Jumia does that. Or you can also call or WhatsApp Jumia Online Customer Care at 090. Let me just type it up here. 090 600 530. This is a hotline for Jumia. Once you contact this number on call or on WhatsApp, your problems will quickly also be solved. Now, but I must highlight one particular thing. This is one of the problems that most Jumia customers face. The thing there is you cannot run a replacement in Jumia. That means maybe I got medium size and I want extra large. So what we wanted was let the delivery agent bring you extra large and collect the medium. Jumia doesn't go that way. What happens is if the item you got is not what you want, you return it. Then when you return it and you get your refund, then from there you reorder the item. So let it be known to you, our dear customers, that Jumia does not actually run replacement. Else, if you really need the item quickly, you can order it again and get it. Then you wait for your refund. But at this point, for you to maybe think that you just call an agent or something like that, and you be given exactly that same item, the one you want, then to collect the other one from you. Sorry, it doesn't work this way. And as we explained, just take time to understand us this way. So finally, I will suggest that to get all these tutorials we are presenting to you, I've told you and I've appealed to you that you get it here by subscribing, clicking on the red subscribe button under this video in this Jumia Nigeria YouTube channel. It will really be a great favor to you. Then also join our Facebook page and get the latest updates we give to you. Finally, remember that as I said before, you get our posts on how to solve some challenges you get on Jumia by visiting www.jumianigeria247.blogspot.com. Wow, thank you, our dear customer, for being with us. Do subscribe to our channel.